If you want to see all of the craziest versions of the Flash that exist in the multiverse, this is where you'll find them. Everything from Fat Flash to Zombified Flash to even a Flash God, we have them all. And then some. So here are the 10 weird alternate versions of the Flash. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10. Kingdom Come Flash. We're gonna be starting off this list with the Kingdom Come storyline. That's where every superhero is around 50 years of age and they're much more ruthless than their younger counterparts. Earth 22 is where we encounter all these epic superheroes, and this comic shows us a version of Wally West that's glowing red but also wears a helmet like Jay Garrick. Now, Wally West has accomplished more than any other Flash in history and runs faster than any other Flash could. Still, despite all of his power, he has maintained the same values as Barry Allen and young Wally West. Number 9. Earth 11 Flash. The next superhero on this list is the Flash from Earth 11. Why is this version so bizarre? Because on Earth 11, we have the same superheroes as before, but now all of their genders are swapped. That's why. The Flash from Earth 11 is actually a woman. Other than the gender, everything else remained pretty much the same. Her superpowers were the same as the original, but we don't know her actual name. We're gonna go with Betty Allen and Wilhelmina West. What do you think? If you want to know which version of the Flash is described as a physical manifestation of an aspect of death, then just keep on watching until the end.
We got one!
Number 8. BIZARRO Flash. Before we talk about this rather bizarre version of the Flash, don't forget to smash that like button. It keeps the almighty YouTube algorithm happy, and you keep getting these videos for free. This is the Flash that BIZARRO 3 created when he got infused with radiation from the blue sun. He realized that he could create a bizarro version of people and superheroes, so he took advantage of this ability and built himself a bizarro world that almost sounds like the name of a circus clown group. Anyways, BIZARRO made BIZARRO Flash, a very fat and very slow version of the Flash, which was accompanied by an entire BIZARRO Justice League and a BIZARRO Doomsday. Basically a walking talking parody. Number 7. Accelerated Man. Even though this version of the Flash appeared on the Flash TV show, many fans didn't even notice him. This is because Accelerated Man had a screen time of about 3 seconds, so if you were looking at your phone for a split second, you probably missed him. And based on the very limited information we have about him, we can tell you that he's an Earth 19 speedster that can travel through time and emits bolts of purple lightning.
Thank you.
Number 6. The Black Racer. As we've already mentioned, this is the physical manifestation of an aspect of death. It's something you can touch, but also that can touch you and deliver a fatal blow. This is precisely why Darkseid captured the Black Racer, and he held him under his control by tying his mind to a host. One such host that comes to mind was the lost son of Highfather and Mr. Miracle as well. However, Darkseid didn't control death for eternity. When he went to war against the Anti-God, he planned on allowing the Black Racer to touch Anti-God and kill him in the process. But Anti-God used his powers to release the Dark Racer and that way killed Darkseid in the process. Number 5. Red Death. This is what happens when you fuse Batman with the Flash. Let us explain. On Earth 52, Batman was growing angrier and angrier as more and more Robins were getting killed on his missions. That's why he resorted to severe methods of dealing with villains, and one of them included Batman accessing the Speed Force through the Flash. When the Flash refused, Batman managed to catch him, tie him to the hood of his Batmobile, and use it to access the Speed Force. From there, Barry and Bruce's body got merged, and the tie to the Speed Force became corrupt. That's why the Red Death became a member of the Dark Knights, which was tasked with helping the god Barbatos to bring the multiverse to its knees. If you want to see the most bizarre version of the Flash that's ever been printed, then just keep on watching until the end. You'll never guess what it is. Number 4. Black Flash. And now we're going to be talking about a version of the Flash that became popular through the show. This is actually the embodiment of death, and some people say that it's faster than any speedster in existence. Why? Well, think about this for a second. This is the speedster that needs to catch all the other speedsters when their time has come. And if there is a speedster that is faster than Black Flash, then that would mean someone can outrun death. If that's the case, what's the point of a Black Flash even existing? Now, the show told us the entire origin story of the Black Flash. As Zoom was getting ready to kill the Flash, the Time Wraiths sensed he was trying to mess with the timeline. And they showed him why you don't mess with time. They turned him into an immortal zombie-like version of Zoom, who was forever cursed to chase dying speedsters. Number 3. SAVITAR. Here, we're not even gonna mention SAVITAR from the comics, we're gonna be focusing solely on the Arrowverse version of SAVITAR. You know the one. Barry Allen becomes a time remnant, travels through time to defeat Team Flash and Barry Allen. Yeah, that's the one. This SAVITAR looked nothing like the one from the comics. The only resemblance between the two was the fact that they were both speedsters and that they both were called SAVITAR. The Arrowverse SAVITAR was the self-proclaimed god of speed who traveled back in time and created a legend about how SAVITAR was the first speedster to roam the Earth. Yeah, all of that was a load of bull. And he did it because his friends rejected him. So, because of a little disagreement with your friends, you build a metallic speedster suit, go back in time and change historical data. Plus, you dedicate your entire life to killing one man? Well, that tells us only one thing. Somebody's got issues. But hey, at least he looked cool, right?
I spent an eternity in a trap just like that. You think I didn't know how to
Number 2. Nazi Speedster. Well, the name pretty much says it all with this one. It's a speedster that exists on Earth 10, a planet where the Nazis won the Second World War, and now the entire world is controlled by people who think there should be only one race of people on the planet. The Nazi speedster was a part of the Gerechtigkeitsliga, which was tasked with enforcing the Nazi regime across the globe. And instead of wearing a single lightning bolt on his chest, this guy has 2 lightning bolts, which look like 2 letters S, which is the code name for the paramilitary organization controlled by Adolf Hitler. Just like the original Flash, this one had the same abilities: superhuman speed, agility, reflexes, vortex creation, the whole 9 yards. Number 1. The CRASH-EARTHC. And finally, we come to the weirdest, the most bizarre, and downright crazy depiction of the Flash that was ever released in a comic book. Honestly, we can't believe they actually had this in print. It's the Justice League, but if the Justice League were a bunch of furry animals that fight crime. They were mentioned in the New Teen Titans, number 16, in 1982 for the very first time, and then they made their first appearance in Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo Crew, number 14, back in 1983. The superheroes were played by animals, so Superman became Super Squirrel, Batman was known as Batmouse, Wonder Woman became the unforgettable Wonder Wabbit, played by a rabbit, the Green Lantern wore the name of Green Lambkin, which was played by a male sheep, Aqueduct took on the role of Aquaman, and finally, the Crash was this comic book's version of the Flash, which was played by a turtle. Is this a reference to Slow and Steady wins the race, or what? On a related note, which of these versions do you think is the weirdest? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.